Grazie. I have very little to say because I'm somewhat overwhelmed, but also because I speak almost no Italian. But what I do know, I will say. Restiamo umani. Okay. I've got two more. Apart from good morning and good night and that stuff. And it is Sono molto felice di essere qui. Sono. We all are. All of us on this stage are really, really happy to be here with you people this evening. You've been a truly wonderful audience. You've given us a lot of love, and we feel it, I promise you. We feel your love up here on this stage. I'm going to introduce the band in just 1 second because I'd like to. But before I do, I have to share with you, this wonderful Roman audience, my other piece of Italian, which is somewhat irrelevant, but it's the only thing I know, so I'm going to say it. It goes like this. Signor, per favore guidi piano, mia moglie aspetta un bambino. That's it. Which I had to learn many years ago after being driven by some Italian maniac down the road from Fiesole to Florence. I don't know if you know that road, but there's a lot of tire screeching. And so I went into a sports shop and said, how the fuck do I tell this guy to slow down? And they taught me that. Anyway, never mind that. Over here, playing lead guitar, Dave Kilminster. Behind Dave, playing that very soulful Hammond B3 and piano and myriad other keyboards, Bo Costa. Next to Bo, also playing keyboards but guitars and that wonderful slide guitar, a very old friend and long-time colleague of mine, Mr. John Karen. Okay, stage left. We have a triumvirate of people who I haven't known all that long. We made a record together 2 years ago called Is This the Life We Really Want? That's how I met these three guys. I'm so glad I met them because they then agreed to come on the road and be part of this band for the Us and Them tour. And they're wonderful and I love them, all three of them. So the first one here, very tall, great musician, playing the bass and guitars, Gus Seifert. On the drum kit, the legendary Joey Waronker. It is my contention and belief, I don't have many beliefs, actually I do, I have a lot of beliefs which I'll talk about later, but one of my beliefs is that every rock and roll band worth its salt, should have at least one hippie. There he is. From Southern California, Mr. Peace involved playing lead guitar, singing all the lead vocals, Jonathan Wilson. Every band should also have at least one Scottish person. Why does that always get a laugh? It's good, isn't it? Anyway, another very, very old friend of mine. We've been working together for many, many years. Playing the tenor saxophone, ladies and gentlemen, from north of the border, Ian Ritchie. Okay. From the indie band Lucius, the incomparably adorable and beautiful and extraordinarily talented Jess Wolfe and Holly Lessig. Okay. Okay, what I believe.
Now introduce yourself!
What I believe is that the love that we feel needs to kind of spread away from the Circo Massimo and around the world in order that we can stand up to the Trumps of this world, who will destroy it if they are allowed free rein. They will destroy the world. With their greed and their lack of humanity and their non-understanding of any of the good things that we might experience in what we call life. So that's one thing that I believe. What else do I believe? Oh, we are going to play a couple more songs. So I went to the Facebook page this morning, and there was a post from Kate Eisel, who takes photos and posts them of these gigs, and the first comment on it was from some prick saying, "Coming tonight, hope you just play the songs and don't make any political speeches and don't say anything." Fuck you! You fucking prick, come on, stand up, where are you? I know that's somewhat unfair because I have him at something of a disadvantage, but the fact is that if you don't stand up and say things that are political and join in the conversation, we will all be dead. These fuckers will kill us all. They are hell-bent on destroying the world because they can make money from dropping bombs on brown people, and it's disgusting. And it's well, sorry, I'm not going to get heated. I'm going to finish my tea and then sing a song. Yeah, let's applaud the idea that we want our children and our grandchildren and hopefully several generations of our children after that to be able to smell the air, to be able to stand here, to be able to enjoy the umbrella pines or the hills of Tuscany or the deserts of Syria or North Africa or the whole of this small, fragile planet that these fuckers are trying to destroy. It's for our children. So whoever you were, I didn't mean to put you down, but you have to get involved. You cannot survive on pop music alone. You have to become politically active if you want your children and your grandchildren to have anything to grow up to. Okay. Which brings me to my mother. And that we're not quite. Before I get to my mother, I want to say two other things. This is the reason I'm being so long-winded and verbose, or one of the reasons is, you are the last gig on this bit of our European tour. And it's been such a beautiful evening, I want to stretch it out as long as I can. So two things. One, I want to send all my love and solidarity and good wishes to the brave men and women who are sailing 4 small boats to Gaza, leaving 2 from Naples and 2 from Salerno, or Palermo, in Sicily, to try and break the blockade of Gaza and deliver some much needed medicines to some of those poor people in Gaza who the Israelis have been shooting in the fucking legs. And so there's lots of amputees and they need medicine. So let's hope those brave men and women get through. It's very unlikely, but really we should all support them as much as we can. There was something else. Gaza. It'll come back to me. Do you know, it just came back to me. We've taken this whole thing that you've seen here. We were in Lucca a couple of days ago with it, and before that we did it in Paris, we did it in Lille. But the crew who built all this have had no time really to rehearse how to put it up and take it down and whatever. And they have been working beyond anything that any of us can ever imagine. They never sleep. And I have so much love and admiration for my crew. There's about 100 of them on the road. And they are the most remarkable team that anybody could work with. So yeah, let's give it up for the crew who built all this. And we'll take it down tonight. Okay, back to my mum. Okay, here we go. I won't say anything about my mum. We're going to do 2 more songs. Thank you. Grazie.